Sagittarius. Hi. Oh, the love I have for Sagittarians. You guys are amazing. Truly, truly amazing people. I have cherished every second I have been working with you guys this month. I've had some of the best conversations with Sagittarians this month. Because, well, I mean, on the one hand, I have that Sagittarius rising and I have some planetary placements there. So already it's like I'm home with you guys. My sister's a Sag. Hi, sis. I hope she's watching. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about you guys too, because this month is kind of a great month for you all. It is. It's because Leo is such a wonderful energy for you. It's such a wonderful energy for you. And we're in Leo season up until after that eclipse. There's a big solar eclipse taking place on the 21st in Leo. And there's a full moon in Aquarius on the 7th. There's a lot of really positive things coming out. And the thing with you, with Sages in August, and especially this epic August with 2 eclipses, because that full moon, the Aquarius full moon, is also a partial eclipse, lunar eclipse. So these energies are very supportive of you. They're very supportive of you. Leo is your 9th house of mental expansion, of philosophy, of your beliefs about life. It's actually your natural placement. And we talked about that a little bit last month, but you know, you guys are the 9th house. So you get your 9th house in Leo. You're going to be feeling that empowered philosophical energy that's so natural to you very, very deeply. And it's such a great placement because Leo is all about the heart and about warmth and about creativity and all these wonderful things. What a great 9th house placement, seriously. And I do have a little note here for you. Oh, before I get to the note, I just want to really quickly mention Pink Lune. I am wearing some of the most amazing jewelry. This is an amethyst moon slice, and it is just gorgeous and so positive. Amethyst earrings. My friend Tiffany is amazing. I'm going to link her shop in the description box with a 15% off coupon for you guys, discount code. Please check her out. She only works with the most amazing materials. And she's just somebody who's really important to me, and I really want everybody to check out her shop because it's amazing, and I wear her jewelry every single day of my life. Every day, without fail. So, back to the message though, because this is really important. It's a funny note, and I think you guys will totally be on board with this, and you'll be like, no problem, already got this covered, but it's no time for shallow BS this month. You only want the real deal around you. That's exactly word for word what I wrote down when I was thinking about you guys. When I was meditating on this, that's what came up. And that's very natural with 9th house energy to feel like anybody who isn't going to dive into the depth of life with you and play around with ideas and with energy and take risks and try things and be adventurous. Like, you're going to have no tolerance for those people. Like, you might have those people around you, you know, you might have a sibling or a coworker or even a spouse or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or somebody that you're spending a lot of time with or that you have to be around who's like kind of slow and trepidatious and doesn't really like to talk about deep topics, and you're just not going to be having it. It's what I call aggressively bored. With these eclipses, they highlight and illuminate things that we want to close out, and they highlight and illuminate places we want to go. And I think a lot of you are you're ready to walk through a new door. There's been this long learning curve. Sorry, the cards are doing things here. Oh my gosh, what was I talking about with those slow energies? King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, they like flipped over in the deck. Like in my hand, I had to like go back in and find the reversed cards because these were the 2. Wow. Okay, so this is what I get for talking about the people we don't want around. They show up in the reading. I might pull a couple extra cards just to counterbalance because we want to focus on you. But these energies right here, they're great. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to harsh on any kind of earthy energies. I have earth in my chart. Most people have a little bit of earth in their chart. We all can connect with this really reasonable, steady, level-headed, slower energy that's very much about kind of calculated risk rather than true risk. And who takes their time, they take their time. They take their time, they kind of sit back, they watch before they leap. this energy for you guys is going to just feel stifling and slow and boring and frustrating as all get out. And you're going to really be looking at this because you are done. You're done with this. Yeah. So I'm going to keep shuffling because I think there's more. I think we can talk about more than just the slow energies because there's a lot more going on here. What was I saying before those cards flipped over? I was saying that you guys are really ready to set course on a new path. That Saturn return, that Saturn in retrograde and then going out of your sign in December and going into Capricorn and finally leaving you, you are going to start to feel that kind of approaching release. And so these big eclipses in these supportive houses, so Leo's your 9th house, Aquarius, that Aquarian full moon is your 3rd house of communication and expression, another great placement, such a great placement. So you're set, there's a sense of like you are just moving, even if you didn't want to, even if like you stopped trying, even if you stopped being the wonderful go-getters that you are, there's this sense that like you guys are moving. You're starting to move and like the pieces around you are moving you into the next phase. And so that's part of that thing of like having no tolerance for BS this month because you're feeling like it's almost like physical. It's almost like happening around, like you can't even get yourself to show up to something that doesn't matter to you. You can't even get yourself to like go to a job or go to a meeting or go to anything that doesn't serve you because you like your body's almost just like, oh, I'm just going to sit on the couch and give you a headache so that you don't have to go because you're so done with all that servitude stuff that you've been doing, all that slow growth stuff that you've been doing. And it's like you're going to be physically feeling that sense of like, I'm ready to leave behind things that don't serve me. Eclipses are going to do that. And they're affecting Saggies in a really, really, really profound way about what your work really means to the world and also just what your spiritual journey means. The impact you want to make, the relationships you want to build. And it's interesting, this reading actually, when I got those pentacles leaping out at me, like I said, those are the energies that you're going to feel kind of stifled by. It's not that they're in the wrong. They're just not on the path with you. And so you're going to be feeling that difference and wanting to you're vibrationally somewhere else than that energy. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But here's where the reading really starts for you. King of Cups, 10 of Cups. Okay, these are emotionally very deep cards, actually. And it's funny because we are in your 3rd and 9th house. A lot of the energies are 3rd and 9th in August for you. But these are emotional cards. These are about the partnership you want. These are about what happiness looks like. And I think a lot of you, it's like because you're so expansive and you're so philosophical and you're so highly aware, you're so on point and so sharp about picking up on details around you, and analyzing them and paying attention to what's going on. You can only have partnerships that are willing to go on that journey with you. And I think a lot of you, it's like, if you have to slog your way through something that doesn't really resonate with you and doesn't create this kind of warm vibrational energy, it's really hard for you to fake your way through that. It's I don't even think you guys can do that. I love Sagittarians. And part of the reason I love them is that they don't really fake. Are you guys capable of faking? Maybe a little bit. I guess if you're in survival mode, you can fake your enthusiasm and you can fake your interest in order to get through it. But these energies right here are so much about just being so true to who you are and what you want and only having people around you that are willing to get up to that level, which honestly, not everybody can roll with the Sagittarian energy. As you guys know, I'm sure you've experienced it, that there are certain people, they just cannot keep up with it because it's powerful, it's strong, it is truth bringing. And if you don't want to be hearing the truth and if you don't want to be striving for the truth, being around Sagittarians is going to be really, really uncomfortable for you, And I think you are going to be quite a handful this month because you're going to be feeling that extra. You're going to be feeling that sense of like, I don't have time for things that aren't true for me. I don't have time for things that don't feel like the truth, that don't feel like striving for more. Because I'm done. Like, I have been doing this slow internal work. I have been assessing what really matters to me. I have been assessing the work that I do in the world. I have been assessing my relationships, because that Saturn in your sign has forced you to kind of look at everything and make changes slowly but surely. And now you're like, yeah, and I've done that work. So if you haven't done that work, or you don't understand how to do that work, I can't help you. That's really the energy. And it's funny because there's kind of this dueling thing going on. There's this 8 of Swords coming up with the Leo card of Strength. So here's Leo's energy, right? And this, to me, just so speaks to your courage and your brightness, and how this 9th house placement of Leo for you is so wonderful. It's so empowering and strong and vibrant and intense, you know, and you're going to be feeling that roaring kind of truth-bringing clarity of insight where you just don't have time. But like I keep picking up, like some of you are just, you're around somebody or you're in a situation that is really making you feel held back, like imprisoned, blinded, slowed down, very frustrated. This is that aggressively bored thing. Somebody who comes in and isn't really playing with you, isn't bantering with you, and is just kind of leaving you. It's making you feel like, for those of you who are feeling really held back by something, and like I said, this could be work, lovers, family, a situation, even a health impediment could very well be this energy right here. It's like you don't want that anymore. You want to be here. You want to be free. You want to be living in the sunshine. I mean, the difference between these two cards is pretty profound. And I think a lot of you are just going to get to that breaking point, to the end of your rope with something that is not serving you. You're just going to be like, I'm not doing that anymore. Like I said, physically, I feel like a lot of you, your body's just going to be like, I can't even show up. I can't even pick up the phone to tell you I don't want to show up. You know, like that's because you have your sights set on something new. And that's what I'm getting here. Here's twos, two twos. We have 2 of Pentacles and 2 of Wands. And here's this thing that's going on. You guys are, with this eclipse energy in your house of philosophy and expansion and world travel and enlightenment and your beliefs in the world, it's like you have a couple paths in front of you that you're kind of mulling over. It's like one path is getting stuck and you could kind of stick out something maybe for a while. You don't really want to do that, but you know that maybe logically it makes sense. And for some of you, that might be the case. You might have like a longer game plan. Others of you, it's like you have a chance to leap into something new and you're desiring that leap. You're desiring that. Here's what's really important about August and something to keep in mind. It's not necessarily the month that you're going to want to make every change. Even though physically your surroundings are starting to move, your energy is changing, you're being really blunt and honest, which I know you guys already are, but I feel like it's going to be extra strong this month. Like, I would not get in a Sagittarian's way this month. If somebody's trying to slow you down, they're probably going to be a little bit in your warpath, which maybe it's a good thing, you know, but despite that, this month isn't necessarily the month you're going to take the leap of faith. This month is really a good month to look at your options, look at your paths, look at what is making you come alive and lights you up, and the things that are giving you a knot in your stomach. Things that are giving you a knot in your stomach, really look at those. Just take some time. And partially why I'm saying that too is here we have the 4 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. And once again, eclipses, these eclipses that are in your 9th and your 3rd houses that are coming up in Aquarius and Leo, these are about closing out old cycles. These are about opening your eyes to where you really want to go next. And Sagittarians, you guys, because you have that Saturn placement that is moving in December, you are especially going to be feeling the poignancy of the next few months because there's this pickup happening and things are going to start moving. And this 4 of Swords is about waiting and looking hard at anything that's not serving you. You don't have to move. You're just going to be looking at it. And 6 of Swords is about leaving an old shore behind, going somewhere new, saying, okay, it's time to let it go. So this month is going to be really philosophical. I think you're going to be having a lot of conversations, a lot of really deep, wonderful conversations. You're going to really be paying attention to who's serving you and who is not, because there are people that I'm really feeling for you that are just slowing you down, and you don't like it. You don't like how it feels, and you either need to have it out with them and like have a conversation where you express it and they can adjust, and that's going to happen, or you're just kind of done with the situation and you're going to be thinking about that. And I think it'll be really obvious. I don't think it's going to be something where you're sitting in a fog and wondering, oh, I don't know what's wrong, what's really bothering me. Like, you already know what it is. But I think this month you're going to be, like I said, having a lot of conversations with friends, with people who you trust, with the people who are on your level, because you have a lot of these people too. That's the other thing I will say. Like these energies right here, really strong for love, really strong for partnership, really strong for deep conversations about like the real things in life, not just superficial things, but like the depth, the real things in life, right? You're going to be having a lot of those deep conversations, and you are really going to be getting clear in your head about what you really want. The final card in this reading, you guys, is the Star. And it's so crazy this month because I have been getting the Strength and the Star cards, which are Leo and Aquarius, so much. And it's because the eclipse energy is so strong in August. And the Star card. For you guys, when I think of the Star card, for Sagittarians, because this is all about your hopes and your dreams and the big picture and where you want to go and where you want to expand to and where you want to revolutionize. This is about doing things that matter. Doing things that matter. And they can matter by being fun and entertaining and lighthearted and high speed and intense, because I know you guys are so playful and you want to have that fun. But this is also about having passionate connections that are intellectually stimulating, that are philosophically stimulating, that are about striving for more. Like, you can't be having anybody stagnating around you. Like, everybody around you kind of needs to be on that Sagittarian level of striving for more, digging for more, finding out more, attempting to do more. I mean, you guys get that, right? And I like that this card came out last, though, because it's kind of, to me, it's suggesting that all of this is going to be happening quite naturally around you. The people that are on this level with you and are expanding and are striving and are having those great conversations those things are going to be amazing this month, you guys. You are going to be feeling the love so strong. And the people, these folks over here who are kind of resistant and really slow and just not getting it, they're just going to kind of go. They're going to release their talons from you, because quite honestly, you guys, there's a lot of people out there who kind of cling to Sagittarians because you guys are so bright and brilliant and wonderful to be around. And people who don't have your skill set like to dig in and hold on for dear life because they want a piece of it. But somehow I'm getting the sense that people are going to be releasing those talons from your skin and going to let you run free the way you're supposed to be. So, you're going to be sensing, like I said, there's going to be a natural thing happening here where the people on your vibrational level are going to get closer and the people who aren't are going to fall away. And also, this is setting you up for some kind of change. There's some kind of shift here, and this could be family, this could be home, this could be where you're living, this can be a job. There's something going on where you are really contemplating a big change in the next year. And since this month is just really powerful as far as getting your head and your mindset in gear for the next year, because of these eclipses, it's a great time to just think about what that is. Think about the change you want to make and make it. I'm really excited. And like I said, you guys are going to be little spitfires this month, so I'm excited to hang out with all my Sagittarian friends because I know I'll be hearing some really good opinions and viewpoints about the journey, and I always have an amazing time. So I love you guys so much. I'm leaving my website and my email and my Instagram in the description box. I would love to work with you. I do Skype readings, phone readings, video readings. Love to work with Sagittarians. I will also leave Pink LUNE's info. She's giving you that 15% off promo code at her Etsy shop. Check her out. She's awesome. I will see you guys in September. Keep it real. Keep it sassy. Keep it fresh. I know I can count on you for all of those things. And I hope you just have fun this month. Have fun with the energy because it's amazing. All right. I love you guys. See you soon.